Welcome, I'm Bastet. I'll be running your operation. The project's official name is the Adventurers' Research of Abnormal Civilian Experiences, or Project Arrowace for short, to investigate the unusual occurrences that have been happening everywhere recently. I've hired you all for your hands-on experiences.
I'm going to be honest, I think we should run.
I don't know, I'm not a wizard in real life.
Tentacles belong in the ocean!
I also lost all my food, so Delphi, in a few hours you might start looking really delicious.
Okay. You can't just kind of hand wave and say, oh yes, it's clearly from another plane of reality, without that implying a lot about a very powerful wizard doing it, or a university of powerful wizards doing it, or a god doing it.
It lets us know that when these other anomalies have been happening, it's potentially due to the use of temporal or spatial magic.
Who are you? I saw you in some kind of dream, but I think there's more to it than that. We need to talk.
I can't tell you exactly why I did all the things I did, but I did them. Okay?
Can everyone please roll for initiative?
Oh, I nearly cussed so hard.
Welcome to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play podcast made with actual Aromantic.
Right, really going for it there.
Very rhythmic from Chloe. We are a group of people who identify as somewhere on the aromantic and or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. The twist is that we... What? Jeez.
The twist is what is coming out of Eddie's mouth.
You are never going to get this right now.
Yeah.
I think it's rotted my brain.
The twist is we what? And then we repeat it.
Do you want me to do it or
call a response?
The twist is that every character's past, present, and future is based on a card drawn from the deck of many things. Everyone makes fun of me for this and says that it's not a real thing, but I promise it is, and it has real life plot consequences. I'm Elliott.
Real life?
Real life plot. Yeah,
guess what, Chloe? You called the death card, and now I'm gonna run you over with a truck.
Please do.
you can't drive, Ellie.
Actually, in tarot, death isn't bad. It just means change.
Fun. Yeah, we don't know what the future ones are either, so we do not know what you're going to do to us, Ellie.
I know. I'm very excited for you to eventually find out and be like, or that doesn't make any sense. I think Am's
why
gonna
are you
get
stabbing
real
me,
excited.
Ellie? God.
Why are you stabbing me with tarot cards? I think Am's going to get excited because I have taken the... I've kind of tried to equate them with tarot cards and find a sort of a semblance of a meaning there, particularly because some of them were like very hard to make into something that was interesting for plot. Anyway, I'm Ellie. I use she, her, all they, them pronouns, and I will be your DM, your demisexual manganese.
Sure.
Cool.
Would you all like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Am, and I play Tosia Atherdale, the party battlemaster fighter. We both use she, her pronouns, and some of you may be wondering, hey, when 2 of the members of your party were struggling to swim in the giant whirlpool, why didn't you jump in and save them? I have an answer for this. It is because a few episodes ago, if you remember, Tosia can't swim, canonically. There's no way she could have helped anyone.
Who's just dived in.
This can be your fun fact of the day, which I was going to think about.
I've got one for Morgan, not for Tosia.
Do Chloe and Eiriol, do you have sentences. Sentences are hard. Do you have the thing?
The fun fact?
I'll see what comes out of my
fact
mouth.
of
at the time.
I can come up with one.
Awesome. Okay, in that case, I'm not going to give you a prompt.
Oh god, this is awful.
Chloe, go.
Hello, my name is Chloe, and I play Raina Riftwood, the Tabaxi Bard. We both use she/her pronouns. And
You're so incapable of saying that like a normal person.
what, Tabaxi Bard?
Tabaxi
Got a
Bard.
rhythm
Say it
to
like
it,
that.
you know?
Tabaxi Bard.
Tabaxi Bard.
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi. Tabaxi Bard.
I feel like that is half groups malignant.
Oh no, I can't think of a fact like this.
That was such a good impression, Elliott. I'm really impressed. It's like, oh.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's actually. I'm quite honoured that you said
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Like, real talent right there.
that. What can I say? I'm an actor, darling.
Darling.
Darling. What's your fun fact, Chloe?
My
about
fun
your
fact-
Tabaxi Bard?
My fun fact about Raina is that she doesn't currently own one, but she really, really likes scarves.
Oh, I'll have to get her a scarf.
Are you alright there, Eiriol?
Yeah.
Hey, I told you we were just going to see what came out of my mouth at the time, and that's what came out.
Good to know.
Oh my
we'll
god,
have to
I don't
buy
know why.
Raina a scarf.
For Ray's birthday.
My god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right, Delphi.
Hi, I am Eiriol. I use she, her, the she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Delphi, who uses she, her
Did you
pronouns.
misgender yourself?
No! I feel like that was technically still perfectly accurate.
Half-gendered yourself.
Yeah, half gendered. Delphi's a growth up warlock. You've completely thrown me off, Harry. How dare you?
It's because I'm just like rendered speechless by giggling. That
All right.
scarves thing has
It's not even
absolutely.
that funny. No offense,
scarves?
Chloe.
It was just the delivery. Carry on.
The only thing I can think of is the population demographics of the growth population.
That's
Oh my
interesting.
Yeah, oh yeah, we might have actually said this before, but like, growth folk live to, like, potentially 1,000 years, I think was what I figured out.
Wow.
And roughly 50 of them die a year, and like a 70 or so are born. No, it's less than that. I can't remember. It's something along those lines. It's like a low amount of people are born and die every year in the growth folk. The average age is 700 and something. That's your...
Jeez.
Yeah.
Eiriol did a lot of work.
So, Delphi's going to outlive you all.
Whee! Bold of you to assume you'll all make it out of this alive. But okay.
Delphi will just make sure you die before her then.
To be honest, I would not put that past her with everything going on. Morgan?
Hi, I am Katie. I use she, her, all their them pronouns, and I play Morgan, who uses she, her. I am... Morgan is a... as I said, I'm a wizard. No, Morgan's a wizard.
And I think you're a wizard.
Oh, thank you. I think you're a wizard too. Fun fact about Morgan is that she is missing a toe.
Which toe?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Is there a story to this?
Yes, but you're never going to find out. Mostly because I haven't come up with
my
it. But rest assured, it was incredibly embarrassing for Morgan.
Oh my god.
She was
actually
probably
Morgan's-
intoxicated. She was probably about 19.
Oh, nice. Oh, haven't we all been there before?
No.
Yup. Well, I never lost a toe. But,
Ellie, are you telling us that you've lost a toe and never informed any of us?
Canonically, it's never been proven that I have 10 toes in canon.
I've seen your feet. You have 10 toes.
I've seen your feet, but not in a while.
Chloe most cursed.
Actually, yeah, that is quite cursed. It was under normal circumstances. Speaking of normal circumstances, is Morgan's boots melted out from under her, so she's probably going barefoot now, which means that the rest of the party are probably finding out for the first time that Morgan's missing a toe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but is Morgan? Did Morgan have an 11th toe and the 11th one got cut off?
No,
So
she
now
had
it's
she
down
had
to
a
a
normal
normal
number for
Okay.
tieflings, which I assume is 10. But now I'm thinking about it, it might not be a normal number
It'll
for
be
tieflings.
10.
I don't know. She had an.
Yeah, this is when you found out that tieflings have cloven feet, and it's real bad.
It's just like a whole
No,
foot.
she's got toes, and she has n-1 of them.
Oh my god. On that horrifying note, what happened last time, folks?
The only thing I can remember is blood. I've got.
We literally finished recording like 10 minutes ago.
There was no
yeah,
blood.
but you said blood, and my mind went blank.
blood.
Raina had a vision, well, we all sort of saw Raina's vision of a million zillion different planes of reality and superimpose over all of them the subtracted gaping outline of
Do you want to try that one again, Kate?
yeah, I realised the word gaping was. I was thinking of like I think the phrase like gaping hole in reality was coming to mind. But that's
Yeah.
not quite applicable. I've lost track of what I've said. But yeah, there was a mysterious silhouette of a person with a cattail floating around in all of these planes of reality. And Raina seems to be ignoring that fact. And Delphi just went into the blood pool.
It's not blood. It's water.
It has the consistency of blood now.
No, it just looked like blood.
The
Not
likeness of
consistency.
blood.
You're not
I thought it was the
suddenly
consistency.
swimming in blood.
The likeness of blood.
Oh, is that the visual likeness or the physical likeness?
Who's to say? It's a freaky deaky whirlpool. You just get vibes.
It just feels like blood.
It just feels like blood. You know when you just look at something and you're like, blood.
But Delphi's inside
No.
the whirlpool.
What?
Delphi's inside the whirlpool. She'd be able to tell if it feels like blood or not.
Yeah. It feels like blood and it doesn't feel like blood. It feels like blood, but it also doesn't feel like blood.
Cursed. Do you want to?
Whee!
Do you want to remove curse on
Anyway.
the whirlpool?
No, it feels like blood.
I presume that during this time, Delphi asked you all to turn your backs.
Yes.
She
Did-
suggested. She didn't say you had
Yes.
to. She said you might want to.
Yeah, but
Did you?
yeah, Raina's turning her back. It's polite.
Eiriol did say to turn our backs. What does Morgan do?
Yeah, toss his turn around.
Would Morgan turn her back, or would she inappropriately look? I'm trying to be.
This is not. It's not inappropriate to look. You're allowed to look. It was just a suggestion that you might not want to.
I think Morgan's going to ignore that suggestion and watch.
Of course she is.
Awesome. Morgan,
Yeah. See.
don't.
See. I told you.
I've got 40 hit points. I'll be fine.
Take 326 damage. Morgan.
Well,
my
I roll
God.
out my next character, don't I?
No, don't do it. My fatal flaw as a DM is I get more attached to your characters than you do.
Well, if Morgan dies, I can dust off my druid and inflict Tally Sage Heart on the
my
world.
God. Please, let's not.
Absolutely not. Morgan, you see in all of this, the only thing that you are able to see is the eternal shards at the very beginning, and then you take 13 psychic damage, and you're not able to see anything else.
13, did you say?
1-3, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
roll very
down
high.
27. Oh, okay.
When you say
Good
not
to know.
able to see anything else, is Morgan blind?
No. She's not blind. She's just not able to see the rest of the vision in the way that you are.
So it's just like Delphi in some water.
Yeah.
It just
Right.
goes clear. It's just Delphi
Like-
having a paddle.
Starfishing, floating
Delphi
face
having
down.
a bath. It's just a log in some wood. Well, a log in some wood, a log in some water. Listeners, you may have registered that we are recording at what is technically known as the silly hour, and so Ellie is full of sillies and no brain. no brains for us.
What is legally known as the silly hour.
The silly hour.
Who has the brain
Um,
cell? Not me.
Okay, so Delphi, you've just had that kind of vision. Morgan, you watched what you could and then had to look away. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should haul Delphi out of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Delphi, is Delphi attached by a rope or
Yes,
anything?
yeah, she put the rope on beforehand.
Okay, who's holding the rope?
If none of you were holding the rope, I'm going to
It
be
was-
so annoyed.
It was Toz, wasn't it? I only didn't reply because I was yawning.
Probably me.
Probably Taz. I think you're right. Okay, Taz, can you haul her back in?
Yeah, I do that.
We're just using her for her labour. We're not even letting her.
For her big, strong muscles.
Yeah.
Can you roll me an athletics check, please?
Oh, I thought I could get away with it.
No.
That is a 14.
Nice. Yep. Easily done. You don't jet ski Delphi back in, which is a shame because I think that would be quite fun. She'd look like a log flume, but in this instance, you just haul her back in like a piece of driftwood and get her stood back on the shore.
What did you see?
Blood?
Oh,
The other things
I saw
as well.
I saw the crystals and now I have a splitting headache. Oh,
Did you look?
I did
I
look.
mean, that's rude.
I shouldn't have looked. You were very wise.
Thank you.
I don't know what you expected. You've met me.
Delphi, did you drink from the water or did you just...
Yeah, Delphi drank. Delphi took
Delphi
in a
drank.
big gulp while she was down there.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a whole separate thing. I didn't tell you about that
Oh,
bit.
cool, fun.
And so as you're being log flumed back over, you get some water in your mouth, and you like the others, you kind of have like an almost sort of dream-like state come over you, and in front of you can see a figure, tall and slender, with leaves and vines growing out of it, and you can identify this as a grow folk. But they aren't just random grow folk. You actually know not the person, but you know the image and the idea of the image quite well.
It's your dad.
What?
I just whispered, "It's your dad." Like,
Boogie,
It is not your dad, Boogie Woogie Woogie. This is it's a children's folktale of a mysterious figure who roams the landscape. It's a bedtime story, a cautionary tale that you've forgotten the meaning of, but you would recognise the description of them anywhere. This is Shamblrot, an ancient fairy tale figure. Shamblrot is tall and thin, and the thing that makes them stand out is that their face is like barely distinguishable because it is covered, and their entire body is covered in this stinking, seething rot.
Ooh, fun.
And the image clears.
Tasty.
That's horrifying. That's your future, Delphi. Your face is going to rot off.
So, going back a bit. So, what did you see?
Which bit?
Well, any of
Beautiful
it.
acting.
Yeah, I saw the crystals, and then
Which crystals?
the big one in the desert.
Oh.
Crystal shard, the eternal crystal shards,
Yeah,
the
those
ones that we just kind of looked at and
Hmm.
didn't do anything with them. Oh, my head.
You really shouldn't have looked more.
Anyway, Raina,
Yes?
if we're talking about visions,
Uh-huh.
so your thing in the whirlpool,
My what?
the thing with the figure.
Oh, that! Oh, I thought we were still talking about the drinking, and I didn't have one of those, so I, just was kind of mediating.
I mean,
But-
they're all
Yes,
whirlpool-related
I know,
visions.
I know. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of visions going on. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we can avoid this one if you want.
No,
and talk about
it's fine.
more about Delphi's vision. I don't know if there's anything else wanted to share, Delphi.
No, no,
okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, that's all right. So yes, I mean, did you all see the one in the pool?
Yeah, I think so. Or you may have seen more than others, I don't know. We saw all the different planes.
Yes.
Flashing past, which was very interesting, actually. I wish I had get a better look at that.
Yeah,
but,
there was a lot going on.
Yeah, and then there seemed to be like a figure.
Yeah, or like the absence of a figure.
Yeah.
But who?
Yeah, the absence of a figure.
And why would they be in all of them?
Good question.
Is it easy?
But,
is it easy to travel between planes?
No.
Didn't think so. Like, if you could do it once, could you then, like, do it whenever you wanted?
That's a very good idea. Good question. Answer is I don't know, but I was just thinking that, the figure did, I don't know, I mean, to me, looked like a tabaxi.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Raina gonna react to this? Is she just
No, she's just fully
denial?
like she's fully like she has no reason. There's loads of tabaxi in the world. She knows lots of tabaxi, so she's just like,
This is Raina's fair, but this is Raina's vision.
Yeah, I also have a 9 intelligence.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, I keep telling you, she's not smart. So she's just like, yes, a tabaxi. What could this mean? Is the vibe.
Oh.
I mean, okay, we can just leave that there if you'd like to.
Well, I mean, we've got to find out who it is, right?
Yeah.
But how?
You know how earlier on, and you were talking about that messaging spell you could do to contact people.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever? Did you? Well, you didn't. Did you use it to try and find where your brother went?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I've got one slot left, I guess.
Well, I mean, it doesn't need to be, now. I mean, we may want to wait until a better moment. I don't know, but I guess I'd at first thought, oh no, how tragic. It's been 70 years, so wherever he is, he'll be old now. But he was on the island with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and do you know if he left the island?
Well, I assume so. Captain Sterling said he retired.
Okay, interesting. Maybe I'm wrong then.
Well, what were you thinking?
That he went in with you somehow, or went somewhere else.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, if he did, he must have come back.
Maybe.
I hope he
Maybe
didn't.
Maybe I'm totally wrong. Barking up the wrong tree. Sorry, was that offensive? To cat people?
What? Why would it be offensive to me?
Trees?
Well, I
don't
thought
know.
you were referring to Delphi.
Oh, no. Anyway, this is getting awkward. We'll move on.
Hey everyone, it's Ellie here. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, please consider checking out our supporter Acast link. This is like a virtual tip jar where you can just give us a little bit of a thank you in financial form. We obviously accept thank yous in non-financial forms, and you are in no way obligated to do this. It would just be a nice cool thing. All the proceeds of that go towards things like making a web domain, investing in merch, and also compensating the lovely, lovly PCs that I have on this show, because they're great, and they deserve all the love and all the riches in the world. You can find that at supporter.acast.com/deck of many aces, with spaces in between the words. There's also a link right at the bottom of the episode description. This week's promo is for How the Quest Was Won. Much like us, How the Quest Was Won is a group of friends gathering together to play D&D and have plenty of misadventures along the way. If you listen to any of the podcasts in the Cast of Many Things network, then you may recognise some of the voices. Roll trailer!
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurous Four, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes her fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my gosh! Can Hugo jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a D20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
At this point, you hear something coming down from the kind of the opening above you, where the water is. Something sort of like a slightly mechanical sound, and as it gets closer, not like a zzz, but like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Chloe, if you want to put some funky sound effects in here,
well, if you don't know how to describe the sound effect, it's going to be very difficult for me to put it in.
Well, we'll get an idea when we see whatever creepy thing it is.
Yeah.
As the sound gets closer, a mechanical raven appears. A messenger raven.
Oh, thank goodness.
And flutters down, perches on Toz's shoulder, and then the beak opens. And it says, "Hi all, Bastet here. By the time this reaches you, we should almost be at the island. Hang tight, we're coming for you."
Right.
That was very fast. Thank you.
I guess that's our cue to go.
Does anyone feel like we know even less than we did before we arrived here?
Well, yes.
No.
Well, we got more confirmation that the big crystals are involved. I'd like to go back there at some point. And we got a very creepy look into another plane of reality. Morgan's gonna get her wizard staff and just kind of hopefully stick the wizard staff in the pool.
When you say wizard staff, is this your arcane focus?
Yeah.
Have you mentioned this before, ever?
I don't think so. I'm fully expecting for nothing to happen, but she's just kind of hopeful.
Roll me just a straight D20.
Oh, okay. Possibly this is not going to be nothing.
The staff snaps and you lose your arcane.
5.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Nothing happens. She just looks a bit disappointed. Not gonna get anything from me then. Okay.
Do you want to take some water with you to do more science?
Of course I'm going to take some of the water with me to do science.
Delphi is going to collect the moths, but
I'm going to drink the water again and see if anything happens again.
Don't get addicted to the...
It might be a different vision. Or no vision.
I'm going to start sending the raven back to Bastet, if that's okay.
Cool. What you gonna say?
I'm going to say, hey, hang back from the shore if you can until you see us. There are locals here who are pretty private, and we don't want to freak them out.
Good shout.
You didn't have to tell them that the locals existed, though.
I know.
Oh well. That's not bad any ramifications.
Hey, Tosia trusts organised law enforcement implicitly.
Yeah. We are alright.
As you send off the Raven to Bastet, Morgan, you drink from the water again, and you have the same vision.
Okay, nothing changing then. I would like to. I think I have some little vials in my alchemy kit, and I would like to get like 3 or so little vials of water.
Nice. Okay. Cool. You can do that.
Thank you, Paul. Which I assume you're not sentient, but I'm going to say thanks anyway, just in case. Is there another exit?
Yep.
I believe you said there was an exit at this side.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I think
unless you want to try and unless you want us to try and get out of all of the puzzles.
No, I wasn't. I wrote into my notes the opening at the top where the water came out is like where you could go out, and now I'm like, I think I just said that there's an opening on the other side actually. Yeah, so we can do that. Fast exit.
Which mysteriously no one ever uses as an entrance.
Yep.
It's rude.
Who's to say why? It's disrespectful.
Maybe we turn around and there's like an illusion of rocks there, like you can never tell there was an exit.
There's just a small note saying exit only.
As you walk, you walk through this little exit, and there are these very, very dark, very cramped tunnels. Tosia and Delphi, I think you particularly have a difficult time. Actually, to be fair, Morgan as well with your wings.
Which are now wet.
It's not a comfortable exit. And you walk in the dark for what seems like a really, really long time.
Got dark vision.
And yay! Good for you. So you walk, and you can feel the path slowly starting to incline. After a few hours, you kind of end up walking out, and you find yourselves. Well, actually, you can as you kind of walk up, you get to a point where some sunlight is starting to filter through, and you kind of follow the source of that sunlight, and you can see that you kind of come to a bit of a sort of natural well, and you can see that this water trickles down and clearly goes towards where the planar whirlpool was. And as you look up to see where the natural light is coming from, you register that you are underneath where the hole of crystals was, on the little mini island that you originally looked at, what feels like long, long ago.
Wait a minute. How?
Ominous.
Why? When? Where? How? I'm confused.
Is there crystals in it now?
Yeah, you can see, like, obviously, Morgan, you remember this because you remember Green tried to fly through it. There's like a kind of a hollow sort of pocket where there's this natural well, which is what you're sort of stood in. And then on the ceiling above you, there's just loads of these crystals, and they're jammed in really, really tight, so it's kind of hard to see past them.
Oh, we need to get out. We need to get out. We need to go now. Raina's just going to start climbing the walls.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll do it now.
So you keep. The tunnel continues along past this point. It's just a point of note, point of interest.
Oh, I mean, Raina's fully going to be attempting to climb out the hole.
Well, we're going past it.
She's halfway up the wall. She's like hyperventilating. Like, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. Come on!
We can go around it. Look.
Raina, there is no way you're getting out this from this
Yeah,
side.
I'm trying. I'm smashing crystals if I
You
can.
can't.
Don't touch them.
Nothing is making these crystals budge. They're stuck in place, and there's no way of getting up.
Come on! Come on!
Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Oh, we can get past this way. Tars, do something.
Raina, the exit is this way.
That's further in!
You're not very comforting either. Raina's the one who's good at charisma, and we're all just sitting there.
Raina's sort of hanging off the wall now as she stopped hitting at the crystals. We can't be here. How do you know that's not going somewhere else? It's going further in. It's going. We've got to get out of the crystals.
We'll try this other way around it. We can always come back and get through the crystals again if we need to. But I think we'll hopefully be able to find a way out this way.
Sure. It's fine. I don't want to get down.
I can carry you.
Can Tars catch her?
No. I'm gonna try. I'll be okay. I'll just try. You sure that's the way out?
Pretty sure, and if not, we can try again. Here. But let's try the better option first.
Okay. Can I? And just slowly sort of climbing back down the wall at this stage. Can I just like sit here for a second?
Morgan takes Delphi's water bottle because it's the only one left and gives her some water.
Really like downs it. No more water for us. Thank you.
There. Come on, let's up and Adam. Help me.
Yeah, let's
Help me, please.
sooner we get out of here the better.
Yeah.
Alright, you're continuing on?
Mm-hmm.
You keep heading along this tunnel, and then after a few minutes, you see sunlight starting to filter through.
Oh, thank God.
And eventually, you make your way out into, through an entrance to what appears to be like a cliff face, and you come out onto the beach. You recognise this as the beach that you were shipwrecked on. Again, feels like a very long time ago. Probably was to record, but not in character. And in the distance, you can see a few military vessels that are kind of like pulling into the island.
Brennan just plonks herself down on the sand, head in hands.
I'm going to send Green to where the top of the crystals are to tell the people who we left there that we're ready to. We can go now.
Thank you for remembering them, because I was like, these guys are stuck at the top. Am I gonna get them to come down of their own volition? Are they that smart? So this is the easy way. So you send Green up, and by the time Afra and Co have made their way back down, the large military vessels, 3 of them have docked, and like a sort of a boardwalk comes off of one of them, and Bastet walks down and says, "How are you all doing? Is everyone all right?"
Yeah. Pretty tired, but apart from that, not too. Oh, I'm very hungry.
It's only been not that long.
Do you know how many calories it takes to keep me alive?
Fair enough. My wings are all wet and kind of drippy, and I'm not happy about that. They're partially dried out, but not that dried out. not happy.
Yes, you're all a bit more damp than I expected you to be. Well, I suppose one can't account for the shipwreck. Well, in any case, is there anything else that you need to do here, or can we get moving?
No, let's just go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Although, Tarzia, where are these locals that you spoke of? Doesn't look like there's anyone on this island.
Oh, there's only a couple of people. It's like 4 people and a dog. They've got a camp on the other side, but they just kind of want to hang out here, so...
Interesting. Maybe speak to them. They might be interested in, potentially, I don't know.
We already asked if they wanted to leave, and they said, nah, they're chilling here. Hermits, you know.
Can you roll me a persuasion check?
Yeah, it's just straight up lying.
Oh, yeah, it's deception. You're so right. Yeah. Roll me a deception check.
I've got nothing to make this any better, and I've got a -2.
Nope.
Anyone going to help me out?
No.
I don't think Raina's in the mood for any bardic inspiration right now.
I don't care about politicking. No. 20!
Yes!
20!
Yes! Oh my god, nice.
The Genasi is saved.
So, Bastet looks at you for a long moment and then exhales through her nose and says, well, I suppose, if people really don't want to be interfered with, then it's none of our business to be trying to pry into their affairs. I'm sure that you sold them on the advantages of living on the mainland, and if they aren't interested, then they aren't interested.
Yes.
What are you giggling at?
Are we estate agents now? Is this our job? I thought we were here to solve magical problems, not sell people on moving off of this island. Like what?
Anyway, I'll everyone get on board, and we can discuss everything that's happened. We don't need to worry about the sharks anymore. Thankfully, our military cannons took care of those nasty beasties. So,
I killed one by myself.
I feel a bit bad about the sharks now, actually. Katie, feel quite sad about the sharks.
They tried to kill us.
More good to like air, but I like sharks, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
I also have sad thoughts about sharks, but there we are. This podcast does not condone shark murder. Let's just be clear.
Sharks are very cool, actually.
Sharks are super cool. We love sharks.
We do condone sharks committing murder, but that's a separate thing.
We do not condone sharks committing murder.
I represent Dogmaniators, both socially, politically, and legally, and we condone sharks committing murder.
No, just kidding.
This is our company line. We will stand by this.
Okay. All right. Are you guys all heading back on board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. As you walk on, Afra goes to tap you on the shoulder, Raina, and then sort of looks a little kind of registers that you look a little bit shell-shocked, and kind of turns to the rest of you and is like, so about the rest of the payment for the ship, because I don't have a ship anymore. It's pretty wrecked. How are we resolving that?
Alpha, can we sort this out on the mainland once we've all had a nap?
Yeah, sure, of course. It's just that, like, I don't know, I think that if we sort it out on the mainland, then what will happen is that you guys will leave and you won't pay me, and then I won't have any money or a ship, which would be...
Well,
okay, are we doing this now?
Let's sort this out after a nap anyway. We'll be here for a while. We can't run too far.
I'm going to go and dry off a bit, and find some spare shoes because I'm worried I'm going to get splinters in my feet. And then we will settle down and have some tea, hopefully, and sort this all out.
All right, fine. I guess we're all going to be on the same ship, so it's not like you can go anywhere.
No.
Delphi dives
That would be
overboard.
good, actually. Delphi, no!
Delphi sees any large body of water and has to dive into it despite not being able to swim.
We just get Delphi swimming lessons for Christmas or fantasy non-denominational holiday.
Every character needs to have a fatal flaw, and Delphi's fatal flaw is throwing herself into bodies of water so she can emulate driftwood. Okay.
Anyway.
So you're all heading onto this ship. I think Tozia said she was going to go get some food. What about the rest of you? What are you doing?
I think I just outlined my plans. Find a towel, find some shoes.
Yeah, I think Delphi will dry off her armour a little bit. And, yeah. I think just, like, nap. Not really do anything of note.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think all of you will have, like, individual quarters. So, yeah, you can do whatever you like. Raina, what do you think you're doing?
Raina's going straight to the quarters.
Mm-hmm.
It's nap time. But before we have nap time, I think we're doing this. I think we're using the last spell slot.
Ooh.
I'm going to send ascending.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to send ascending to Seth. I've written it. Just so you know, you can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane than you, there is a 5% chance the message doesn't arrive. And I assume Seth has an intelligence score of at least 1.
Yes, he does.
No, he's been transmuted into a rock.
Yeah, sorry.
The creature...
Your brother is just real dumb and cannot understand.
Dumb as rocks.
The creature hears the
technically, if
message
he
in its
was
mind.
dead, then he wouldn't have an intelligence score of 1, right?
No, yeah, if he's dead, it's not going anywhere.
We haven't figured out how death works in this universe.
This is epistemological, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it depends whether there's a plane
Anyway.
of death in this universe.
Anyway, the creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. If he's not dead, I guess. But this is the message.
Okay. Okay, what are you saying?
Hello. It's Raina. You might not even get this. I miss you. Where are you? Will you meet me? I just want to come home.
Okay, I guess roll a d20.
Is 1 in...
20 times 5.
Oh, yeah.
Is
1 in 20
100.
is 5%. 15.
Okay. As you sit, probably shivering slightly, because you're still quite sort of sodden and wet, you... Actually, I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to just do some word counting.
That is fine.
Well, we're getting words and not a long scream, so...
It's 25 words, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, message is just like short message, or it's not a number of words, but also you can just continue using it because it's cantrip, so you can just continue pointing at a person and have a conversation in your brains.
You know, if he's just like bopping about living his life, and then he suddenly gets a message from his long dead missing sister just floating into his brain, that's gotta be the scariest, creepiest thing.
Why do you think Raina hasn't done it yet?
So, as you sit in this cabin, shivering slightly, you send this message out, and don't get anything back for ages. And then you hear Seth's voice, but it feels like an echo, like a sound reverberating on a million different surfaces. And he says, Raina? I miss you too. Raina, help, I don't know where I am. Everything is a blur and everything hurts. Help me, please.
Deck of Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Chloe Elliott, Eiriol Evans, Katie McLeod, and me, Ellie Webster. If you love the show, please consider leaving us a review or a rating on whatever podcast listening platform you are using right now. If you aren't using one that has a reviewing system, then you can check us out on Podchaser, where we can read and respond to your reviews. We really, really appreciate it, and it helps the podcast grow. So thank you so much for people who have left a review. And if you're thinking about it, please do it. We'd love you for it. If you want to interact with us, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Deck of Many Aces. Let's be honest, it's mostly Twitter, like Twitter basically. Just go on Twitter. We're always happy to chat, and we always love hearing from people, so give us a bell. If you love the music from the show, you can find it on Spotify, Deezer, Amazon Music, I'm saying with a question mark, and also on Chloe's SoundCloud. The links are in the episode description. We are a busy group of people, so you can find us all over the internet. Most notably, Am is in our sister podcast, A Rendezvous with Destiny, and actually now so is Chloe. That's exciting. What? So they're both in A Rendezvous with Destiny. You can also find Am on Date Night Drive-In with fellow podcaster Will, and you can also find her on Brain Adventures in their new series, The Defectives Club. You can find Chloe again all over the internet, but most notably on Twitch at Chloe_with_the_flow. I've already mentioned it earlier on in the show, but if you really love us and you'd like to do something to directly support the show, then we've got an Acast supporter link, which we'd really appreciate you checking out. It's like an online tip jar, and we use the money to help kind of advance the project however we can. Most recently, it allowed us to take part in Rainbow Roll Fest, which was an amazing time, and the festival raised over £1,700 for mermaids, which was also amazing. So all good things. That's at supporter.acast.com/Deck of Many Aces with dashes between the words. That's all from me this week. I will see you soon. Have an ace week. Bye!